Hi everyone, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Happy Friday to you all, and thank you all for being here today. Thank you for supporting the channel and showing up and being here. I really appreciate that. I'm really kind of exhausted today. Glad it's Friday so that I can get some rest, take care of myself. It's just been a very busy and stressful week. So I hope you guys had a good week and that these messages are helping you and that you guys are doing well. So, guys, if you feel the need with any of these messages to comment, please do so. Especially if the messages are resonating with your circumstances or situation. You never have to go into that because that's your personal. But if it resonates with your soul, your spirit, please feel free to comment. And thank you all, everyone else who's been commenting. I really appreciate to know that these messages are resonating with you. So keep in mind that we don't judge here on this channel. Everything in the world right now feels like toxic and judgmental. But on this channel here, we're here to uplift because there's too much of it in this world. And it's spilling over and erupting like a volcano. So here we want to uplift and help everyone. More importantly, to let others know that they don't have to succumb to the trials and tribulations that are before you, that you can become an overcomer and get through it. Especially like with grief and loss, which is the topic of discussion today, grief and loss. If anyone is feeling any of that and you feel that you're staying in a place of pain and you can't rise above it, please reach out to a grief therapist. You can find one in your area and talk to them. Is so important. And there are also grief support groups that you can attend where other people have lost, dealing with grief and loss. And you may hear something at those groups, that may help you, with your own circumstances. So with that being said, keep in mind I'm not a counselor, social worker, or a therapist. I'm just someone who went through a lot of pain as I'm going through right now. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So the title and the topic of discussion is grief and loss. If many of you don't know it, on Wednesday, October 23rd of this month, I lost my best friend. I've known her since I was 14 years old, and she passed away in a hospital after having a major heart attack. And she has 4 children left behind. They are adult children. Some of them were children of their own. And last night I found out that she was cremated by request, which I never knew that because we never had that conversation. But I was looking forward to going to a funeral, and I found out that she was cremated and that they are going to have a memorial service for her. And after that conversation, and I found out that that her son had received a call from the funeral home that the cremation has been completed, and I just felt the grief and pain so bad last night, and I had to get up and go to work today. But this is a friend that, like I said, we've been through stuff together, and we could be apart for a while, and once we get back together, we're just we were tighter than glue. And this I'm feeling this pain a lot, this grief and pain, and I'm trying to find some creative ways to cope with this, and also trying to be strong for her four adult children, because they're having a real hard time right now because their mother is all that they have. And one of the things I want to do today is to keep her memory alive, because Ramonda was a good person and she had a good heart, and she struggled and had so much trouble in this life, like myself. And it just, the trials and tribulations and the things, and it's just, it caught me off guard when I got the message that she had passed, because I had just spoken to her. And it made me realize more so that we all have, not only do we all have an expiration date, of course we don't know when that is, and we need to enjoy our life, embrace it to the fullest, because all this fighting, all this hate, all this division, all of this is amounting to nothing. Because when you pass away, it's too late to say I'm sorry. It's too late to say whatever needed to be said when that person was here on this earth. This whole situation also brings me back to 2020, when my own mother passed away, and that pain I was feeling. And I'm starting to feel that kind of pain now, because, like I said, this was a friend, best friend, who was like a sister to me, and we went through a lot together, during that time frame. This grief is like, yeah. So I'm trying to find some creative ways to deal with it. Music, as you see, and I got some new flowers, but they're still blooming. And making sure I eat and take care of myself and check in with the kids. They're not kids, but to me, they are, because I was there with her when she had all of her kids except for the oldest one. And yeah, one of her kids, I held in my arms when he was 6 months. Now he's grown with kids of his own. And anyway, so I've been doing things like chamomile tea. This is chamomile tea because it keeps me calm. There's different things that I do. Bracelets, anxiety bracelet. Well, it's not an anxiety bracelet, but to help ease anxiety. The difference is that I'm learning to deal with this loss differently than with the others from 2020. Because I've healed a lot of things, but this is really painful. Saying goodbye to a friend that I, just like a sister. And so if anyone is going through any pain, any grief like this, any losses, please don't allow yourself to fall into a deep depression or a place of despair, because it's easy to get stuck there in the pain. Find outlets for the pain. And I talked to my therapist today about it, because he had been away last week and we didn't connect. And I told him what happened, and I shared some other stuff with him about what she was going through, which I won't share here. And we both were crying during the session. He was crying, I was crying, and it's just hard, guys. So if anyone is going through any losses right now, please find a support system, a support group, and don't allow yourself to stay in a place of pain and grief. And I just need time to get through this. So I'm keeping myself busy. I'm keeping myself connected to her children to make sure they are okay, and just finding creative ways to cope. So if anyone is going through this, like I said, therapy, grief support systems, and music, do things to uplift your spirit. And if you have to be in a place of isolation for a minute, allow yourself to do so, but don't stay there to the point where you are in a place of deep depression or despair. Losing people who we love is never easy. One of the things I can tell you guys about this is that the loss, you will always feel forever of those people that you love so much. But don't allow yourself to succumb to depression, etc. Because you can overcome these things, even though the loss you'll feel forever. And what I think about is the good things, the good times, and the things that she brought to my table, to my life, as well as her children. So, guys, the point of this message is that grief and loss, we're going to feel pain from it, but we can move forward. We don't have to stay stuck there. And I'm doing so many things right now, which is self-care. I did a video yesterday about self-care, but today I'm really self-caring, and just one day at a time, one step at a time, to get through this tremendous loss, which was so unexpected. So, guys, just wanted to show up here today and talk about it, and encourage anyone that is going through this is to find a support system, allow yourself time to get through it, and one day at a time, one step at a time. Before I leave today, because this video, I'm going to go and eat something and self-care. One of the other things I've been doing to self-care, there's things I've posted under this video. Bracelets to ease anxiety, weighted blanket if you're having trouble sleeping. It will help in some ways. And there's puzzles. I like jigsaw puzzles because it keeps me busy mentally. It stimulates your mind. Anything to keep yourself busy, guys, so that you don't succumb to any form of anxiety or depression. So when you have a moment, look at the links that are connected to this video and see if anything there that you might be interested in, that you think might help you with grief or anxiety. Please let me know if you decide to purchase any of these things. Please, in a comment category, let me know how these things are helping you. And let's keep showing up here, because, like I said, being here helps me as well, even though I know I'm helping other people. Because, guys, we all are trying to figure out ways, especially in this world we're living in today, to take care of our physical and mental health, so that we don't succumb to these things that are going on in this world today, or to the grief and loss. So thank you all for being here today. Please, self-care on a daily basis is so important. It helps you mentally and physically, and never give up on you. That's the message today. Thank you all for listening and being here. I will be back on Monday. Please subscribe to the channel, and that way you will know when I'm here. I'm probably going to do a live one, because I've been uploading these videos because I've been so busy. But I'm going to try to do a live one on Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned, invite others here, and let us keep uplifting. Thank you for being here. This is Lisa, shedding love and light, guys. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.